Will we be seeing Julian Alvarez in a Barcelona uniform within the next few years? Have Barcelona been linked to Jonathan Tah again? What do you think will be the possible lineup for Barca against Inter Milan? Barcelona are officially going to be wearing Travis Scott jerseys for the Clásico. Coolers, time to unite. Welcome back to E8 Football. I'm your boy Ethan, and today we are going to be going over all the news regarding Barcelona because right now there have been a few eye-catching news outlets and reports coming out about certain things happening with the club. So let's start it off with the Travis jerseys. So I was reading reports from Fabrizio and pretty much every other jersey that we are teaming up with Travis Scott to release the Spotify Camp Nou jerseys for El Clásico. This pretty much shows that, one, we have no money. Two, we're going to have the dopest jerseys. And three, we have no money. But yeah, we're gonna wear these special edition Travis Scott jerseys for El Clásico. It's gonna look like the regular jersey, but with the logo near the top left and with a Travis Scott logo near the middle. And it does look like a pretty nice jersey. I will say that right now. They are limited edition, so don't think I'll be getting one because they do cost a lot of money, and I'm not very liquid right now. So it does look pretty impressive. I would have preferred to stay with the Spotify jerseys because Spotify is a big sponsor of ours, and we're mostly linked with Spotify. But since the last few Clásicos, if I could speak, we've been wearing like jerseys based off of singers, and I'm pretty sure that's linked to Spotify anyway. So it's good to see that we're at least, getting in some collabs to get some jerseys going. And hey, more Barca fans that are singers and famous people, the more the club gets bling bling, which is something we need, especially for the upcoming news bits I'm going to give you guys. So that's good. Will it change the fact that we will beat Madrid? No, we're still going to beat Real Madrid, obviously. It doesn't really change much. So at least we have this jersey now. I'm super happy about it. Now we move on to transfer news from Barcelona, the new scope. We're getting linked to Julian Alvarez, the big one. Oh my goodness. What do you guys think about Julian Alvarez to Barcelona? I personally think that this would be a perfect signing for Manchester United. I'm still thinking about the game yesterday. For Barcelona, because Alvarez I think he's still pretty young, right? Let me look him up. Julian Alvarez. He is 25. I'd still say that's relatively young. He's at Atletico right now, which is probably the only problem with this trade. And he has scored 15 goals for Atletico de Madrid in a team that has been ravaged by Barcelona and Real Madrid recently. I think he's a perfect striker for Manchester United. Him or I like Isak, but Isak's going to cost a lot of money. So will Julian Alvarez, but strikers in these markets recently are not very liquid right now because there's a lack of strikers in today's market, and all of the big ones cost money. So I won't see a realistic transfer for Alvarez or Isak or HAALAND in about 2 years or so, maybe a year. But all I know is that Lewandowski's getting old, and I could see Barcelona easily trying to replace him with someone much younger and much more prolific, like an Alvarez or a HAALAND or an Isak. I'd prefer Alvarez, to be real with you. Alvarez is really good. I love the way he plays. He's really good at carrying the ball whenever it comes from the back line towards the front. And whenever he carries the ball, he's super fast to the point of sprinting past pretty much all the players. He's really good at making shoulder runs. And he is a perfect striker for Barcelona. I know he's been linked with other people. I know Liverpool want this guy. I've heard Atletico Madrid are trying to keep him as well, probably sign him on a multi-year contract. But I really would love it if we signed Julian Alvarez, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who would. He fits our system perfectly, and he's a magnet for goals. I'd love it if the Aranya went to Barcelona to become a Culer. Be a snake. Avoid Madrid. Get that out of your system. Join Barcelona. So yeah, I personally think this would be a good signing for Barca. In contrast to this other person we're linked to, Jonathan Tah. We're still linked with this guy. I think he comes out of contract in the summer and will become a free agent. So I think that's why we're getting linked to him. He's a center back, and I feel like we have our center back system working pretty well right now. I've seen him play for Leverkusen, and honestly, I'm not impressed. Call me crazy, but I genuinely think he's just a standard center back. Not like Van Dijk or like Kubarsi or any of those people, but just a standard center back. And I'm pretty sure we already have standard center backs. We already have Kubarsi, who's going to become a sensation in the future. We have Inigo, who's putting in a shift right now. I'd say he's been one of our best defenders. We still have Araujo. We gave him that multi-year deal. Eric can play in the center back position as well. And we have a lot of players who can play at center back. So that's 4 already. And another one, he is a free agent. So I'm assuming that'll make him much more cheaper. But I don't think we should sign this guy. I think we should sign a left back instead of a center back. Well, I don't know. Ta could play left back. So maybe that's why we're looking for him. But we should sign a left back because we need someone to replace Balde while he's out. We should sign a right back and maybe a striker. Those are the people I see we need replacing right now. Other than that, I don't see the reason for signing Ta. If Barcelona want to get this done, maybe put him in a new left back position. If we're looking at left backs or right backs or full backs, I'd look at Hincapié, Frimpong. Trent's going to Madrid, so he's off the market. No Reece James. I don't think Reece James is that good anymore. Yeah, I just look at those two, Frimpong and Hincapié. They're good fullbacks, but Ta, don't know. I don't know about Ta. We're still linked to Rashford as well. I do not want Rashford at this club. As a Manchester United fan, absolutely not. He is not near Barcelona level, and he never will be. And I do not want to sign him. He will. They say he will cost around 40 to 60 million. That'll be a waste of money. We have Rafinha. We have even Ansu Fati is better than Marcus Rashford. I'll even say that. I think Ansu Fati is better than Rashford. And he's not going to start over Rafinha. He's not going to start over any of our wingers. Why would we get this guy? PR. That's all I'd see us getting this guy for. I do not want Marcus Rashford at this club. And I don't want him at all. We play Valladolid tomorrow. This should be an easy win. I think the last time we played Valladolid, we smacked them up 7-1. So I'd be looking at Flick to rest some players in this game. That's why I'm not doing a preview for that one. Yeah, you can hear the rain outside. Jesus, might be a thunderstorm. Might be going crazy. And so more news has come out. Julian Araujo. If you guys remember Araujo, he's the Mexican guy that we picked up a long time ago, and we sent him off on loan to Premier League club Bournemouth. He has only played 378 minutes at Bournemouth. I don't know what else to say about that one. It's not looking good for Julian Araujo, and it's just not looking good. Jules Koundé will be out for Inter Milan match. Huge loss. I know we'll get Balde back. That's basically a 1-for-1 trade. We get our right back. We lose our right back, but we get our left back back. But still, that's a big loss. And I'm not liking that at all. I'm not liking that at all. Ter Stegen's back from injury. What do you guys think about Ter Stegen or Szczesny? Would you guys prefer Ter Stegen in goal or Szczesny? Let me know. I guess in the comments. And other than that, I don't think there's any more news on Barcelona. Let me check if there's any more transfer news. Still linked to Luis Diaz. Don't want this guy at all either. This is definitely all PR. The people just linking Barcelona, putting Barcelona to players that are not very good for PR purposes to get other clubs to like them. So yeah, and apparently Manchester United are getting into the race for Toss. So as a Manchester United fan, I'd say it's also a mistake, but I'm reviewing Barcelona for now, so we'll see. And for the final news, Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland. What do you guys think about Erling Haaland? I generally think that he is still a good striker, but does he fit Barca? I still feel like he fits Guardiola tiki-taka football. And while we still play tiki-taka, I don't think he fits for Barca right now. I know I will probably never sign this guy because it's Erling Haaland. But I just don't know about getting Haaland in 2026. Like I said, I prefer Alvarez. So that is your Barcelona news. Prediction for Valladolid, Barcelona. Barcelona 5, Valladolid 1. Actually, Barca 5, Valladolid 0. Yeah, it's an easy match. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.